guys doing an anthem and introduction?
We'll do, I can never remember which order it is. Hey, Richard.
Normally it's anthem.
Anthems and then intros, or intros then anthems? Anthem then intros.
Okay.
I know that's
No, not hers, yeah. She should have.
Carson-Newman Eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, sound guys, if you please rise, give them your hats. On our record to play.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome courtside as we get set for first serve. It is Carson-Newman and the Newberry Wolves here in South Atlantic Conference play. Glad you're spending some time with us on this Friday evening. Carson-Newman checking in at 5-2 on the season. Newberry on the other side at 4-3. Wolves and Eagles getting ready to wrap up the end of this season. Glad you're spending some time with us here on the Eagle Sports Network. Michael Wattrang bringing you the coverage here. Danny Wazork is our camera operator. Carson-Newman looking to win a second straight match. They took down Lincoln Memorial a week ago in 5 sets. Eagles have been great here at home. 7 consecutive home wins. They've won all 3 that they've played here in this gym. 4-setter against Catawba, 5-setter against Queens, and a sweep of Lincoln Memorial. Let's see what these two teams can offer. Carson-Newman has been excellent against Newberry, having won each of the last 5 meetings. 37-10 all time. We're ready for action here, and the first serve comes from Amanda Burex. Rohr will give it up to Megan Oldenburger, one of the best players in the league. Outside set and a roll shot, or a swing rather, on that side. Now Oldenburger takes a swing on her opportunity and puts it in play in the back corner, and Carson-Newman takes an early advantage. So the Eagles get the first points of the day, and Oldenburger, one of the best servers in the country, to serve it up as she floats one deep and out of play, and right on cue. I put the hex on her. Oldenburger entering today, .38 aces per set, has 11 total on the year, but a service error by the senior from Cedar Rapids. And with the score tied at 1, Avery Webb heads back to serve, the sophomore from the Kings Academy in Florence, South Carolina. Harnischweger, Rohr. Now Aaron Edwards off of the block, jostled into the air, and this time a roll shot for Barton. Backside set, Edwards, just a slight little tap over, picked up by Olspeger. Rohr and Parnell able to put one down, and Carson-Newman gets the first 2 points of the match. Parnell's having some good offensive days here of late for the Eagles. Parnell, 13 kills 2 weeks ago against Mars Hill, a season high. This ball goes out of play, and Carson-Newman back on top by a pair, 3-1 here in the first set. And Hayden Barton heads back to serve. Barton, one of the top freshmen in the league. That's an excellent serve, and she's rewarded by tallying an ace. And the Eagles off to a good start here in their home gym against a Newberry team that's been up and down this season. Very interesting year. They're the only team to take a set off of Wingate this season when they took them down, and another service ace. And a 5-1 start to the match for Carson-Newman. Newberry's also lost in 5 sets to 2 win teams, Coker and Limestone. So it's been up and down, tough to figure out their club this season. Shanked pass and a third consecutive service ace by Hayden Barton, and a timeout from Ross Kessler. Unhappy with his team, and Carson-Newman has scored 6 of the first 7, and it brings us to a pause in play. We step out for a break. Eagles in control early, 6-1 the lead on the Eagles Sports Network. Great start for Carson-Newman. Hayden Barton with 3 consecutive aces. And a 6-1 lead for the Eagles, and finally a decent pass. Blocked by Carson-Newman in the middle, Kana Rohr-Cassie. Back row attack, slotted over Edwards. Rohr hustles it to the back corner, and she puts it to the ground. Highly intelligent decision from Taylor Rohr with a 2-hand shovel to the corner. Carson-Newman's 3rd kill already of the day. 7-1 start to the night. Barton serves and sends it out of bounds, but a nice rally there by the redshirt freshman from just outside of Chattanooga. And let's see if Newberry can get back into this one wearing the all-black unis. A very nondescript look for the Wolves. 7-2 ball game. Carson-Newman on top, and a jump floating serve by Lauren Black. Rohr will go backside. Edwards. And now they call an illegal contact on Rohr. I'm not sure if the whistle worked or not by the lead official. And it goes in for a miscue by Carson-Newman. Back-to-back unforced errors. Black once more to serve. The freshman from Greer, South Carolina, sends it out of bounds. Carson-Newman gets the points back after a Newberry miscue of their own. Newberry's been fairly solid overall this season. When you look at their numbers, they're a great serving team, nearly 2 aces per set. Rademacher on serve now, the senior from Broomfield, Colorado. Another poor pass. Carson-Newman has dominated the service game against Newberry of late. Harnischfeger off the high hands, lunging play, and finally hitting the ground, and Carson-Newman scored 9 of the first 12. In the last 3 meetings between these two programs, Carson-Newman has 41 aces. That includes an 18-ace match last year. Make it another one. 4 service aces already by the Eagles and a 10-3 start. Volleyball 101. If you can't handle serve receive, you're not going to win. And right now, Newberry unable to handle anything that the Eagles are throwing at him. Outside set into the block. Touched into the air by Barex. Cross-court swing and a good one by Olsberger, a sophomore from Lexington, South Carolina. Puts a brief end to the bleeding. 10-4 is your score. Zoe Dinkins, who's been around, the senior from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Hits it to the back corner. Harnischfeger, not a great pass, but Rademacher's able to send a short free ball over. Outside set, striding to it with a strong rope is Taylor Hall, and that makes it a 5-point opening set. Good swing by Hall. I wonder if Newberry's going to settle in now, or if Carson-Newman can keep things rolling. Dinkins again to serve. Harnischfeger again, handcuffed by him. She has to take a swing from the 10-foot line. Good play by Dinkins just to get her body on it. And then a whistle and a net violation. I don't know if somebody was under the net or if they actually deflected the net, but nevertheless, unforced errors continue to be an issue. And Coach Kessler asked whether or not they were under or in. The official says under. Harnischfeger serve. Backside set, tapped over, diving play from Barton, and Olsberger gets another one. Newberry on the season, a fairly efficient overall offensive club, right in the middle of the league, 184 hitting margin. Nobody can compete with Wingate. They're at 273, just domination, and an ace. That's what Newberry can do. Their service game as good as it gets in this league. Morgan Walter gets one. Wingate has 2.04, so slightly more than the 1.96 Newberry averages. Rademacher gives it up. Oldenburger into the hands, but back over Barton. Rademacher, Taylor Kieran, the freshman from outside of Columbus. Joust at the net, bodies jostle, and a net violation on Newberry. That's a big swing instead of it being a 3-point contest and Newberry closing the gap. Instead, it's a 5-point margin for Carson-Newman, and Kanan Rohrkassi heads back to serve. 5-point Eagle lead is Rohrkassi. High arcing pass right on target. Rohrkassi, look at the defense by the middle. Free ball over. Backside set, little off timing by McMahon. Parnell had the left hand off speed pitch. Then a right hand shot middle of the floor for Harnischfeger. To the middle, Parnell gets one to the ground. A second kill by Katie Parnell. And a 6-point Carson-Newman lead, so that net violation on Newberry proving to be pivotal. Instead of being a 3-point match, that's doubled up now to 6 at 13-7 in the first. Rohrkassi into the net. Rare miscue in her service game as she'll step off the floor with Carson-Newman on top by 5. Eagles scored 7 of the first 8 of the ball game. Back to service Hall. This is a very, very young Newberry team. Kieran from the right side of the floor. Now a running roll shot punched over by Bannister. Shanked pass, good effort by Kieran. But a ball that eventually finds the ground and a 13-9 tally. Carson-Newman has yet to make an attack mistake. 6 kills, 14 tries so far by the Eagles. Oldenburger to Rademacher. Now Kieran taps it over. Outside set, lunging back and pushing it out of play. Bannister, senior, one of 3 on the roster. Well, Carson-Newman has seen its lead dwindle down towards the 3, the 4 range, but every time they've had the answer, or there's been miscues. High arcing pass, middle of the floor. Outside set, great swing by Bannister, but plucked out in the back row. Oldenburger off the high hands. Good backpedaling play by Hall. Then a short roll shot, or free ball rather, that goes out of bounds. Coach Ross Kessler unhappy with that decision. Newberry on the season. This is just their 3rd road game. They're 1-1 on the road. And a shank pass by Hall. It goes out of bounds. And we get another timeout from Newberry as the lead is stretched out to 7. Coach Kessler not happy with his team's handling of serves. It's already 5 aces by the Eagles. Step out for a break. Carson-Newman on top by 7 on the Eagle Sports Network.
That's going to be our thing. That's going to be our freaking theme. Big time rush, baby. I was such a big time rush fan. I could never tell you. But, yes. The thing is, should actually. Proper efficiency, men's size proper.
16-9, Carson-Newman on top. Here in the opening set, and Taylor Rohr back to serve. Carson-Newman has won the last 3 points. It's largest lead of the set. And then a block. Look at Parnell and Edwards. It's the hands of Edwards getting over the top of the net to put it to the ground. What a block by the Eagles. 4 unanswered by Carson-Newman, and a 17-9 lead. Rohr's serve, deep corner, and through the hands of Hall. 5-0 Carson-Newman run, the 6th ace already by the Eagles. Rohr serves it up. Back row attack, out of bounds. Hall with the mistake. That's 6 attack errors by Newberry. And Carson-Newman has rattled off 6 unanswered points. Really solid run by this Carson-Newman team. And Rohr sends it out of bounds. That looked like it was in, and indeed it was. I don't know what the linesman was looking at. That one was in. I guess potentially the free throw line threw him off. It went right between the free throw line and that back line. Newberry cannot handle Carson-Newman's serve at all right now. All Eagles ahead by 11. Edwards. Outside set. Punished to the ground. Bannister ends a 7-0 Carson-Newman run, but more than likely too little too late by Newberry. 20-10 in the first set. Carson-Newman in control. 6-0 and 7-0 runs in this set. Rohr outside, Edwards. Out of bounds. Rare miscue by Edwards, who's one of the most efficient players in the history of Carson-Newman's program. Edwards does not have a kill yet on 4 swings. Barton barely able to handle it. Good play by Parnell, keeping the Eagles in this rally. Bannister, though, says no thank you. hammering swing to the ground, and an 8-point game. 3 straight now by the Wolves. Amanda Burex, the South Florida transfer. Near side set, Edwards, short roll shot, ball pings around. And how about that off-speed pitch by Aaron Edwards? Got just enough of it to swing it over the top of the tape, and Newberry couldn't handle it. And a 21-12 lead, 7 service aces for Carson-Newman. They have more aces than Newberry has kills. Dinkins throws it to Rohr. Barton will set it up. Oldenburger, a running right-hand swipe. Left-hand poke. Oldenburger can't get there in time. And an 8-point game. Eagles inching closer and closer, in control here in the first. Well, the start for the Eagles is held true, a 7-1 opening to this match. Now a serve from Avery Webb. Harnischfeger, overpass, and Dinkins make sure the Eagles feel the thunder with a right-hand swing. Punishing it to the hardwood. 7-point ball game, 3 touchdowns to 2 touchdowns. 21-14, Oldenburger. Rohr, backside set, tapped over by Edwards, out of bounds. Newberry not done yet. On a 6-1 Newberry run. Trimming what was an 11-point contest down to 6. Webb to serve. Sends one up there, picked up by Harnischfeger. Great pass, she gets it back. Cannot reward herself with a swing. Into the middle, poked along the left-hand side. Newberry surging, and just like that, it's a 5-point contest, 21-16. Excellent run by Newberry, 4 unanswered. Jump floating serve from Webb. Barton barely handles. Harnischfeger, great swing, but Burex plucks it out. Bannister a tap, short and in. 5 straight by the Wolves. They've won 8 of the last 9, and it's a 4-point game. Newberry hustling back in the first, and it's a 21-17 game. Stick with us. Can the Eagles pull this one out, or does Newberry continue its surge? Find out next on the Eagle Sports Network. Great surge by Newberry. They've won 8 of the last 9 points. And a 21-17 margin as a jump floating serve. Barton barely got a piece of it. Now she'll have to fling one over. Can Newberry take advantage? Dinkins is stuffed. Bad pass, deflected over, and Edwards and Parnell end a 5-0 burst by Newberry, and the Eagles inching closer. Hayden Barton had 3 straight aces earlier in this set. And another powerful serve. Bannister, though, handles it. She gets a swing, a nice little slow roll punch shot to the net. Thrown to the ground, but not close enough. Bodies just all around each other, and somehow Eagles get it over cleanly and then pushed to the surface by Olsberger. Newberry's offense starting to flow. They have kills on 6 of their last 12 swings. Just one mistake in that mix. Jump floating serve from Black. Rohr kept it alive. Rohr Cassie with that lunging leap. Shallow over Edwards. Rohr to the middle. Great left-handed punch by Burax. Free ball sent over. Rohr Cassie another chance. Flings it off of the tape. Somehow kept alive, but they're going to call a lift violation on Newberry. That was a wonderful effort by Newberry. They were getting that ball over as well. And when you have such a small margin of error, that mistake leads to a point for Carson-Newman, and CN within a pair of going ahead 1-0. And it's been something that the Eagles haven't done a whole lot of this year. Rademacher back to serve. Outside set, over the block, down the line, and inbounds. And Newberry back within 4. This has been the threshold. They just haven't been able to get all the way back into the match. 23-19. Eagles have led in 3 of the 7 matches this year after 1, so it hasn't been frequent. Harnischweger. Inbounds. Or hold on a second. They're calling a deflection. I believe we were going to get an overrule that it was out of bounds by the lead official, but this bottom official says deflection and set point to the Eagles. Harnischweger looking to close it out in the first. Outside set, Hall off of the block. Rademacher gives it up. Oldenburger, she is blocked. Olsberger and McMahon with a rejection. Well, at the very least, what you can say about what Newberry has done here of late is they have righted the ship enough to give them some confidence going into the second stanza. Carson-Newman's undefeated this year when winning the first set and under Coach Tiernan 20-1. So normally good signs are ahead when the Eagles win that opening frame. Harnischweger tight to the tape, jostling the net, and a net violation on Newberry. Closes it out, and the Eagles take the first set 25-20 in the first. Eagles in control thanks to winning the first 7 of the first 8 and 20 of the first 29. And the Eagles win it 25-20 in the first. Second set action coming up shortly here as the Eagles knock out 7 aces in the first. And Carson-Newman in control after a frame. 25-20 is the first set score. Back to Old Fieldhouse with set number 2 next on the Eagles Sports Network. One set in the books. So far, so good. For the home side, Carson-Newman winning the first 25-20. Let's see if they can start things off in the second set the way that they started off the first, winning 7 of the first 8 points and 20 of the first 29. The Eagles were rolling early and often. Newberry a slight surge there at the end, but the Eagles had such a nice bulge they were able to ensure that that was never going to be pierced. Newberry handles the first serve, and then Dinkins drops it to the ground, and Newberry has its first lead of the day. Dinkins always been a solid middle in this league. Gets her third kill. Newberry had more kills than Carson-Newman. Granted, Carson-Newman had the 7 aces and were significantly more efficient. Good serve. Eagles sprawling for one. Then Edwards puts it into the block. Dinkins and Olsberger. Newberry off to a 2-0 start. Dinkins is third in the conference in blocks per set. 1.14 this season. Great defensive player at the net. Harnisch-Fager's pass. Rohr sends it up for Oldenburger with a short roll shot. Picked up by Olsberger. Dinkins tried to dunk it. Now Oldenburger puts it in, and Dinkins again is there with the answer. Zoe Dinkins has the blocking ability right now. Second in the conference in terms of total blocks, has 32 of them. 3-0 Newberry lead, and it goes out of bounds. Well, a good start for Newberry in the second. And see if the Eagles can find an answer here. And they have one of the most talented players in this league on serve. Oldenburger will be in the conversation for a Player of the Year bid. Backside set, hammered, but Oldenburger absorbs it. Harnisch-Fager, cross floor. Now sent over, and Parnell well too late to get to the air that time around. Makes it a 3-point contest once more. Parnell leads the way with 3 kills on 4 swings. Oldenburger and Harnisch-Fager each with 2 apiece. Oldenburger, if she can produce 11 digs, she'd move into 9th place all time on the school's dig list. Edwards off of a couple bodies, and she drops it to the ground. The Eagles back on top by a pair. Newberry 14 kills so far, and now they are more efficient than the Eagles. Barton to serve. Burex barely handled it, but a good play by Olsberger. And then a great shot cross floor. Sent to the ground with Taylor Hall on the sideline. Let's see where Newberry gets its offense from. She's getting that right ankle taped up. You hope that she's all right, as she was involved in a collision on that final point of the first. Dinkins' serve to the middle. Rohr Cassie drops the hammer to the ground. Very strong swing by the senior. Out of Fort Collins, Colorado, the Sioux Falls transfer. 5-3 is your lead. Rademacher to serve. Pass to the 10-foot line. Backside set. Right-hand swing. Backside set again. Olsberger. Harnisch-Fager. Good diving play by Burex. Outside set. This one's stuffed, but it goes out of bounds as Adams will get credit for the kill, even though she was absolutely roofed. And a 6-3 second set. Floating serve picked up by Harnisch-Fager. Near side set, Harnisch-Fager across the floor. Burex can't handle that one, and it's a 6-4 margin. Lincoln Memorial won the first set against Anderson by a 30-28 tally. Gabriela Abreu, 8 kills already. We'll keep an eye on that one. Conference tournament seeding on the line this weekend. Kieran throws it over. Now a set to the middle and punch to the ground. Margaret McMahon. Newberry continues to lead here in the second stanza. Eagles won the first 25-20. Changes for Newberry. They bring out Morgan Walter and the powerful arm of Natasha Bannister. Jump floating serve to the corner for Harnischfeger. Oldenburger had to lunge after that one. It gets a deflection from Newberry. He trims it down to a 2-point contest at 7-5. It's already been a winning day for Carson-Newman. The baseball team sweeping the doubleheader against LMU. 3-1 and 9-3 tallies. And then an ace. I'm not sure what happened in the back row, but Olsberger wasn't paying attention, and it's the 8th ace of the match. She's having a conversation with Walter about who should have gotten that ball. Rohr-Cassie back again. Pass comes middle of the floor, much better this time. Rademacher, Parnell. Great diving play by Walter. Burek sets up Bannister. Rademacher for Oldenburger. A slight tap over. Ball flings over. Burek saves it. Outside set. Kieran off of the block, and it finds the ground in the back row, and we are tied at 7. And 3 unanswered points by Carson-Newman. After Newberry had built up its largest lead of the day at 7-4. We're deadlocked at 7 apiece here in the second. Rohr-Cassie, a good serve, diving play. Bodies bump. Bannister with a sidewinding attack. Kieran, great swing, overpass. Oldenburger puts it into the body of Olsberger. That's one for the highlight tape from Oldenburger. And an 8-7 lead. 4 unanswered by the Eagles. Rohr-Cassie. Outside set. Bannister answers with one of her own. Well, we're seeing a couple cannons exposed here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Blistering balls. And an 8-8 second set. The jump floating serve picks out Barton. Now Oldenburger across the floor. High arcing overpass. Parnell. Rademacher. Oldenburger gets a kill. Benefactor there. Despite a couple tight sets, Oldenburger up to 5 kills on the day. Tying Bannister for the match high thus far. And heading back to serve is Taylor Rohr. Rohr's been one of the most consistent setters in the league this season. Outside set, Bannister hits it along the tape, and it goes out of bounds without a Carson-Newman touch, and the Eagles on top. This is a 6-2 Carson-Newman run. And the 6-2 is what Carson-Newman runs on their side of the net. The reason why Rohr isn't going to be considered for higher honors. Tapped over and finds the ground on the middle of the floor. And a 10-9 margin. It's just so hard when you play a 6-2. You have 2 setters. When you have one setter that's averaging 12 assists a set and the other's averaging 6, it's always going to that player with 12, no matter how impressive those 6 may be in the 6-2. Edwards gets another one. Carson-Newman's offense finding its rhythm. 8 kills here in the second. An 11-9 Carson-Newman lead. Oldenburger, the nice knuckling serve. Set middle, Dinkins. Good play by Rohr, very tight play. Edwards got a sidewinder. Burex, right hand swing, Rohr absorbed it, overpass. Dinkins is able to redirect it off of the body of Parnell. Well, nevertheless, Carson-Newman, despite trailing by 3, has had the answer and seizes a 1-point lead here in the second. Lauren Black to serve. Barton aids it along to Rohr. Edwards taps it cross court, diving play, knuckled by Burex and then lobbed over by Adams. Edwards this time, one-on-one, can't put it down. Burex, right hand swing, through the block this time around by Jacqueline Adams, and we're tied at 11. Lauren Black once again serving. Very critical second set for both sides. Backside set, Edwards. Can't put it away, Burex. Outside set, this time it's stuffed by the Eagles, but out of bounds. And Newberry is back on top at 12-11. If you're Newberry, there aren't a whole lot of routes to win a 5-setter. Such a small margin for error. If you're Carson-Newman, you go up 2-0. You're in control as Parnell. Once again, how about the size and the handwork of Dinkins? Newberry on top by 2. 13-11. And a serve coming from Black. Backside set, Edwards off of the hands. And because of that redirect, it ensured Carson-Newman would get the point. Erin Edwards with her 4th kill of the set. Carson-Newman has 9 of them, hitting just shy of 3 bills. 13-12, second stanza. Barton serves. Right hand swing, took a redirect. Good punch by Oldenburger. And then a free ball from Rohr-Cassie. Bodies nearly collide. And a rejection that Burex is there to pick up. Down the line, out of bounds. Net violation, though, on Carson-Newman. Should have been a miscue. The ball was going out of play, but the Eagles got a little too frisky at the net. (14-12). Newberry clings to the lead. Dinkins out of bounds. Newberry just cannot gain separation, and right now it feels like the first team with a 4-0 burst down the stretch. Even a 3-0 sequence would seize control. 14-13, visiting Wolves on top. Rademacher. Much better serve receive in this second set. Olsberger blocked. It ricochets a couple times before it finally dumps to the ground. We're deadlocked again at 14, 4th time we've been tied here in the set. Bouncing back and forth in the second. Rademacher. Pass comes out to this near side. Near side set, into the net. And Carson-Newman's back on top at 15-14. This is a 3-0 Carson-Newman run after being down 14-12. And is this the key that Carson-Newman has been trying to find? Not the greatest pass in the world. And then it leads to an attack error. And a 4-0 Carson-Newman run. And a timeout from Ross Kessler. We'll step out for one as well. 16-14, Eagles on top in the second, leading 1-0 in this match here on the Eagle Sports Network. Back here at Holt Fieldhouse, second set play. Carson-Newman has scored 4 unanswered. And the Eagles have taken the advantage here at 16-14. Maddie Rademacher doing the duties on serve. And another challenging one and a high-arcing errant pass that Taylor Kieran makes sure that she takes care of. And it's 5 straight by the Eagles to stretch their largest lead of the set to 3. Rademacher serves. Pass comes to the 10-foot line, outside set. through the block, and it hits the ground. I'm not sure why they continued to play. It clearly hit the ground. That ends a 5-0 Carson-Newman run. Newberry still within striking distance, down by a pair. Back row serve for Oldenburger. Now Harnischfeger cuts it across the line. Overpass. Harnischfeger found the empty surface and put it to the ground. 18-15. Second set action here at Holt Fieldhouse. Newman won the first 25-20 behind 7 aces. Pass comes to the far side and lobbed back over by Webb. Oldenburger across the floor, out of bounds, unforced error. The 7th attack miscue by Carson-Newman. And a 2-point contest. 18-16 here in the second. Morgan Walter serves. Rademacher. Kieran, high arcing tap, middle of the floor. Near side, or middle set, pushed just inside of the line by McMahon. So McMahon just did get enough of it to keep it in play. Makes it an 18-17 contest. Jump floating serve, Barton. Backside set, Kieran looking good on the right-hand side to give Carson-Newman a 2-point lead. Here in the 48th all-time meeting between these two clubs, Carson-Newman has been in control in Jeff City, 17-5. Mark against the Wolves. Aurora Cassie. Now a set outside, Bannister, yes! Driving swing to the ground. And a 1-point contest. Carson-Newman has not lost to Newberry since the 2017 season. That was a 5-set Wolf win in Newberry as an ace drops in here. And just like that, the Wolves able to paddle all the way back, having scored 4 of the last 5 points. Burex, that's a great serve. It handcuffs Harnischfeger, and eventually it finds the dirt. And it'll be a timeout from Carson-Newman. With the Eagles on top in the match, Newberry has battled back to take the lead in the second. 2019, Newberry on top, timeout on the floor. We step out for one as well on the Eagles Sports Network. Back at Holt Fieldhouse and second set play. Newberry has come back to take a lead as Oldenburger puts an end to a 5-1 scoring surge to tie it back up at 20 apiece. Both teams still do have a timeout left. And in the 20-20 second set, let's see how Carson-Newman handles this pressure. Rohr hits the top of the tape, but perfectly positioned Webb. Now a right-hand swing that Barton lunges for. Parnell with a nice, perfect deflection to this left-hand side to put it on the floor. Parnell, 4 kills on 7 swings. Great effort by the senior from Atlanta. Rohr's serve, stepping in front is Olsberger. Tapped over by Dinkins. Let's see if the Eagles put it away. Edwards has the answer! And it's a 2-point Carson-Newman lead and a 3-0 run and a timeout from Newberry. We step out for one as well. Eagles having scored 3 unanswered, looking to go up 2 sets to none, leading at 22-20 on the Eagles Sports Network.
noticed that warm up the bus. So things that we would do on the bench, like we were thinking like we were on class. We would do like bowling. Bowling. We'd do like I would die. I would kill to have you meet me my freshman year. We would have a freaking ball.
Back to Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman on the cusp of a 2-0 lead thanks to 3 unanswered after Newberry went on top 20-19. Rohr serves it up. That's been the name of the game for Carson-Newman, the tough service effort. Bannister hacks one over the net and pushes it right in front of a diving Rohr. Well, we hyped up the service ability of Newberry, but they've been limited to just 3 aces. They average 2 per set, but we're almost through the second. Nowhere near that figure. Rohr, backside set. Oldenburger powers one through the block. And a 2-point contest. Eagles inching closer, and a big serve here by the senior from Cedar Rapids. Pass comes to the 10-foot line. Outside. Good dig by Barton. Edwards keeps it alive. Oldenburger throws it to the corner. Backside set, tapped over underneath the net. They didn't call it, and then it's thrown over. And now they say 4 touches on Carson-Newman. And that is very interesting because Bannister was a good 2-3 feet underneath the net. And they didn't call it right where Carson-Newman's bodies were as well. 23-22. Black serves. Barton with a pass. Rohr. Harnischweger across the floor, picked up by Burex. Now a free ball sent very short. Rohr gives it up outside. Harnischweger gets another one. 5th kill for Emily Harnischweger. And it gets us to set point in the second. 24-22. Barton's serve out of bounds, and that opens the door slightly for Newberry. Set point number 2 for the Eagles. Dinkins to serve. Chops wood to the middle of the floor. Edwards gets the kill that seals it up. Aaron Edwards, 6 kills coming in the match, and 5 of them came in the set. And Carson-Newman takes the second by a 25-23 tally, and the Eagles are ahead 2-0. Can they keep it rolling and go ahead and sweep this one? Find out next on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sounds like a freaking Jay-Z album. 7:55 p.m.
Oh, good. Well done.
Back in Ivory.
You got both lineups?
Yes, sir.
I was looking at him. I was like, I was going to go ask him for him. Yeah.
I have a goal. I have a goal. Look back and go on Vivian. 5:20 a.m.
Okay, you guys ready?
Welcome back to Old Fieldhouse. Third set play. Eagles have won the first 2 sets and looking to sweep the Wolves. Barex on serve, puts it right into the net. And Carson-Newman will gladly take the opening point of this set. Carson-Newman winning the first set 25-20, the second set in comeback fashion 25-23. Oldenburger serves, and she puts it in the net. So back-to-back unforced errors by these clubs. Carson-Newman's next opponent, Anderson, is in a dogfight with Lincoln Memorial, and you'd think that would bode well for Carson-Newman. Reigning SAC Player of the Week, Maya Learmonth, 9 kills. Roar just punched at it to keep it alive, and then a short free ball. Outside set, Bannister off of the block a couple times. Barex gives it back to Bannister. She rifles it to the corner. Now Edwards over the block. Near side set to Oldenburger. Roar, backside, Edwards across the floor. Bannister, another swipe. Blocked and recovers. Bannister this time, she sticks with it long enough to get the kill. That was just a lot of stick-to-itiveness to be able to finally put it on the ground by Bannister. Remember that Taylor Hall is out, ankle injury. She's still on the training table, and you would assume she's out for the rest of the night. Parnell with a left hand, lunging through the air to put it to the ground. And a very, very good start. For Parnell in this match, 5 kills, 8 swings. And a shanked pass rescued. And now a free ball will head over. Oldenburger for Roar. Edwards down the line and out of bounds. Couldn't quite keep it in play along this sideline, and Newberry back on top. Back to serve, Lauren Black. Pass comes to Roar, near side, Harnischfeger having a nice match. Middle set, Dinkins. Out of bounds. They say it was deflected by a Carson-Newman player. These officials not necessarily in sync. Black serves. Oldenburger plucks. Harnischweger off of the high hands. Great diving effort by Black as she went into the chairs on her sideline. Roar for Roar Cassie. And Carson-Newman gets the point, but boy, do you appreciate that effort by Newberry. Black went into the sideline and knocked over a chair. Great effort. Rademacher heads back to serve in a 4-3. Third set, Newberry on top. Somehow that ball gets over. Great play by Avery Webb. Cassie running the slide, and she gets the kill. Dropping it to the arms that ricochets out of play. And just a horrible effort to my left by Richard Martin. Could not handle the hot ball. Didn't even make a move for it. Right hand swing. Rademacher. Harnischweger. And another kill. Carson-Newman swing starting to dial it up. And the Eagles regain the lead. 5-4, third set. Rademacher serves. Middle of the floor, diving effort, overpass. Harnischweger can't put it down. Nearly had another chance, instead backs off. Cassie doesn't make any mistakes, however. 4-0 Carson-Newman run, and the lead is up to a deuce. The passing for Newberry has been the detriment of this club. Rademacher with a great serve. Flopped over into the ground, and an excellent choice by the sophomore setter, Avery Webb. Stops the bleeding for now. Back to serve goes Zoe Dinkins. Dinkins 5 kills, hitting .417. She's been a part of 3 blocks as well. Serve to the back left-hand side. Harnischweger gets it back and then skims it off of the chest of Dinkins for a kill. Harnischweger 7 kills, 5 digs. She's hitting close to 4 bills. Harnischweger lobs one off of the tape. Overpass. Cassie steps back, and that's a tough one as a middle. Your eyes light up, sensing that you have a chance to drop one to the ground, and you realize as you're going into that swinging motion to back up a little bit, and you send it out of play. 1-point contest, Eagles still on top. Kieran throws it over the right hand. Taylor Kieran putting together a pretty solid overall match. She's hitting .400 with 4 kills. Maturation coming from the freshman. Cassie serves. Pass comes to the middle of the floor, then a back row attack. Lobbed over, and somehow that had enough steam from Olsberger to have it find a little bit of the hardwood. 8-7 contest. Back to serve goes Morgan Walter. Carson-Newman on top by a point. Harnischweger, shanked pass, out of bounds. And we're tied at 8. Morgan Walter to serve. Jump floats one. Shanked pass by Oldenburger. Parnell rescues her, and Oldenburger makes no mistakes about it. She might have mishandled the initial pass, but she made sure that she wasn't mishandling the swing. And a 9-8 contest. 8 kills for Oldenburger. And Taylor Rohr back to serve. Out of bounds and a miscue. Anderson held off Lincoln Memorial in the second to win it 26-24. That match might be headed to 5. Barton stepped in front of Harnischweger, and this forces the Eagles to scramble. But it doesn't matter because Edwards gets a kill and turns around as if that's one of the easier ones that she's had. Not her hardest hit ball, but she'll take the kill. 8 of them now for the senior from Midlothian, Virginia. Left-hand swipe from Webb. Edwards this time swings at it, full stride, and hits it out of play. Off of the hands of a Newberry defender, and back-to-back kills from Edwards. And Carson-Newman has taken a 2-point margin. Trying to sweep the Wolves. Oldenburger serve, diving effort. Set outside, Bannister. Good diving play by Barton. Oldenburger to the middle of the floor. Bump set outside, Bannister into the block. It stays inbound. Parnell and Edwards combined. 2 of the top blockers in Carson-Newman history. Parnell now into 3rd place all by herself, all time in block assists. Edwards is 10th. Set to the middle, Dinkins is blocked. Bannister taps it over. Edwards blocked. Dinkins and Bannister in combination. Bannister is one of the top point scorers that this league has to offer. 5th in kills percent at 3.5. And she's been on fire of late. 4 matches with at least 16. She's got 10 so far today. Carson-Newman on top by a pair. Barton. Now Harnischfeger hits the block, goes out of play, and a 3-point Carson-Newman lead. Harnischfeger, what a match. 8 kills, 19 swings. Barton to the middle of the floor. Dinkins, great play by Oldenburger just to get it into the air, but Dinkins eventually picks up her 6th kill. Lauren Black heads back to serve. From the left back to the middle of the floor. Roar, Harnischfeger. Once again, her shot-making ability in this match has been unparalleled. Harnischfeger doing everything right, looking for a 2nd double-digit kill effort of the season and her 5th of her career. Rademacher serves. Burex, middle set. Dinkins, hacked at by Rohr-Cassie, then sent over. Webb, Burex, cross-court swing, diving stop Barton. Now Harnischfeger taps it over. Body sprawl, outside set, out of bounds. And Carson-Newman takes the point to go ahead by 4, 15-11. Rademacher to serve. Jump floats it, picked up by Black. Backside set, and a put away kill by Katie Olsberger. That's her 6th. Avery Webb has a double-double, 23 assists and 10 digs for Newberry. Nobody for Carson-Newman really that close. Oldenburger 2 kills, 2 digs away. Rademacher, Oldenburger. Dinkins got it over the net. Harnischfeger rather. And punched at for Barton. To the middle, Rohr-Cassie picked out by Dinkins. Somehow Newberry kept that alive. 2 bodies were looking at each other for help. And it was Adams that put it over, and then she gets blocked. Good reactionary play from both sides. Each team on the right spot. Harnischfeger makes her first mistake of the match, hitting it out of bounds. That makes it a 3-point contest. Hold on a second. Did they say that this ball was deflected? And now I think Avery Webb is having a conversation with the lead official. So officially, I guess unofficially, it's been ruled a deflection by Newberry. And Avery Webb, the captain, it's never really made a whole lot of sense to me why the coach can't talk to the official. and the captain has to have a conversation. I can't imagine there's ever been a captain, and maybe at the higher levels, that can have some sway, but every time I've ever seen a player walk over there, they typically walk away and just say, yeah, you're right, even if they're unhappy with it. Outside set, tapped over, Oldenburger. Rademacher punched at by Rohrkassi, and it finds the ground. And Carson-Newman starting to surge. Ross Kessler sensing that, calls for time. Eagles in control. 17-12 is the lead. Carson-Newman has scored 4 of the last 5 points. And the Eagles looking to close this one out as we step out for a break. This is the Eagle Sports Network. Carson-Newman scored 4 of the last 5 points. Harnischweger keeps her flawless tally intact, 10 kills, 23 swings, and a .435 hitting clip. Oldenburger with 8 kills, 9 digs. Edwards with 8 of them as well. And the service game has been on fire for Carson-Newman as this swing goes out of bounds. Carson-Newman has scored 5 of the last 6. And each of the last 3. Harnischweger strides to it. Jump floating serve. Burex, I think, didn't want to touch it and then did. And this ball hugs the top of the tape and goes to the ground. And a 6-1 surge, and Carson-Newman looks like they're going to get out of this one in sweeping fashion. And a 19-12 lead. Off of the tape from Harnischweger, tapped into the air, poked at. Right hand swing, off of the block, good reaction by Rademacher, then Kieran, out of bounds. Haven't been a lot of mistakes by Carson-Newman overall tonight as the team is hitting .323. 43 kills, just 11 overall mistakes. Been great stuff by Carson-Newman in this match, and a 6-point lead in the third. Harnischweger, Rademacher. Right side set, Kieran is blocked. It goes to the top of the net after Rohrkassi got a piece of it. And eventually it does find the ground on Carson-Newman's side. Olsberger back to serve. Newberry nearly out of rotation as Black was able to get to the right side of the floor. Then Oldenburger down the line. That's number 9 for Megan. Then a 6-point contest. 20-14. Wonderful day at the office so far by Carson-Newman, and inching closer to a sweep. It'll be just their 2nd of the year. Tapped over, Rohrkassi. Rademacher. Parnell. She has the answer again. 6 kills for Parnell. And the lead's back to 7. Rohrkassi to serve from the back left-hand side as she strides to it and sends it over. Webb. Punched at. Right-hand play by Rademacher. Rohrkassi very short, played by McMahon. Outside set and blocked. Kieran and Parnell combine for the rejection. This is a 9-3 Carson-Newman sequence since Newberry pulled within a deuce. And Rohrkassi to serve in an 8-point contest. Slapped at by Webb. Rohrkassi. What a set. Kieran gets a kill out of it as well. Carson-Newman can't do any wrong right now. On top by 9. Looking for a second sweep of the season. Passed into the air, outside set, and a right-hand swing. Stays in bounds by Adams. And puts a slight end to this sequence. Carson-Newman looking for an 8th consecutive home win. And I don't know the official numbers because teams haven't played the exact amount of games all around. But I believe if Carson-Newman wins this, they'd lock up a top 4 slot in a home match in the SAC tournament. Parnell, another one. 24-15 and match point for the Eagles. On a highly efficient effort so far by Carson-Newman, Rohr will do the honors. Webb outside, Bannister trying to keep it alive. Flicked over, Oldenburger blocked, one-on-one McMahon. Keeps Newberry alive. Carson-Newman has only hit over 200 once this year. That was at Wise, 265. They'll surpass that in this match. Hitting 321 right now. Burex. Rohr comes to this near side, Edwards. Outside set, Bannister tapped over. She keeps things alive with her 11th kill. 24-17. So it'll require a 3rd match point. Burex, jump floating serve, back to the middle in zone 6. Now Oldenburger off of the high hands and it hits the ground. The 10th kill for Megan Oldenburger punctuates the most efficient day of the season by Carson-Newman's offense. A 324 hitting margin, and Carson-Newman wins it. 25-20, 25-23, and 25-17. The Eagles take it, and Carson-Newman can turn its sights to the regular season finale tomorrow against Anderson. Trojans cruising in the 3rd now, 23-12. And should be a fun match here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be Carson-Newman and Anderson in the regular season finale. Eagles now 6-2 on the year with a 6th straight win against Newberry. Full reaction highlights as well coming up on seeandeagles.com as well as all of our social media channels. Hope you stick with us there. For our camera operator tonight, Danny Wazorek, I'm Michael Watrang signing off until tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock when Carson-Newman takes on Anderson. The Eagles can celebrate a 3-set sweep of the Newberry Wolves and an 8th straight home win. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Until then, good night, everybody.